What's up, everybody? If you don't already know, it's me here, and I'm back. I got a message from a friend who asked me how I got so fit, because supposedly he has like a friend who's been in the gym, and he told him about my story, and then his friend was curious about how I got so fit. So the reason I'm here today is to talk about that, and because I want to make more videos again. Because when I got that message, I just felt inspired that I should be making videos, and I should be sharing my mind, and I should be telling people my experience, not exactly what people need to do in the gym, but what I do in the gym. And then maybe by me telling you guys what I have done, you can do something with yourself and you could learn something from that. Because before, whenever I was making videos more about fitness, I was thinking too hard about things, and I wanted to give people good tips and stuff and how to do things, when I think that I just need to say what I do and not tell anybody how to do it necessarily, but to tell you what I do so you can learn for yourself your own way to do your own thing and possibly lose weight. And if you learn from me, not from me telling you what you need to do, but just from hearing what I do, maybe it will give you an idea for something that you could try to do, and it might work for you. So I don't know if that made much sense. I probably will look back on that video, and then maybe I'll be confused myself. Maybe you're confused right now. Either way, I just want to turn this camera on and just talk for about 10 minutes, because I do not want these videos to be too long. I just want to keep them nice and short, and try to think out loud for you guys so you could kind of see how I do things. So the question is, how did you get so fit? To make a long story short, it was from years of consistency, from continually learning new information and just learning about fitness, and by making new and better habits to replace my old bad habits. And now these new habits are just part of my life. It's just part of the way that I live life. Because at first, it kind of was a struggle, to get the meals in, to do the cardio, to go to the gym. And it's not always very fun in the beginning. And you kind of have to push yourself to go, even though you don't want to go. You just go there anyways. And you're kind of miserable sometimes. And you're doing things that you don't enjoy, but you're learning. Sometimes I felt like it was a dread to go to the gym. I was dreading certain exercises, and I felt like I had to do certain things. And the more fitness that I did, I would have to keep up with that, and I could not do anything less. So if I was doing cardio for say 30 minutes, and then one day I decided to do 35 minutes, I would in my head think, all right, 35, now that's the new thing to do. That's the new way to do it. That's the new thing I have to do every single time. And then I have my step count from starting off at 10,000 steps, but then I get into 11,000, and then I have to do 11,000, and then up to 14,000. And I remember at one point that was my goal, was 14,000 steps. And if I did not hit those 14,000 steps, then I would have to go on walks. And that's another thing. I would dread the walks sometimes. I did enjoy it, but I was pushing myself to do things that I didn't want to necessarily do, because I was already putting so much onto my body. But because it was in my head that I had to do these steps, because that's what I'd been doing. And if I didn't do that, then I was going to gaining weight. I was going to gain weight. I don't want to say get fat, but that's what I was basically saying. I didn't want to get fat. I kind of became obsessed with that. And now I'm kind of going off subject of the actual question, how did I get so fit? But actually kind of that is more about the learning, because I would say if your exercise is a dreading thing for you, then that is a sign that you need to maybe try something different. And if you feel like you can't try something different, just know that you can try something different. Because I used to think that it was all I had to do the best exercises. Everything had to be perfect, but there really is no perfect way. And if you're ever to a point to where you're not enjoying fitness, then change it so you can enjoy it. It's not about going and being miserable. It's about going and being happy. And I know that it takes time to develop that, because everybody sees like exercise as this thing like that they should be proud of whenever they go, and you should be proud that you go. Like, you should be proud that you go, but it's just part of life. It's just part of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to exercise, you know? So like, whenever I go to the gym now, it's not because I have to go to the gym. It's because that's just life. And once you understand that like fitness is just like brushing your teeth or eating food, you know, like it's just part of life. Like, you should enjoy it. And it's not about going to the gym for like, you know, 3 months or 2 months, or I'm going to go to the gym for a year straight and then that's it. It's never ending. It's a never ending thing. It's like, I'm going to exercise right now until the end of my life. For the rest of my life, there's always going to be some kind of way that I could exercise, because I know that it's important. And I also really enjoy doing it. But there has also been times where I did not enjoy doing it. And if I would have done then what I do now and change things up if I need to, then I could have had a more happier experience earlier on. And not to say that it wasn't happy and it was so miserable, because I actually did love it too, even back then. But I would just do so much, and if I didn't do what I thought I had to do, then I would feel like I was like letting myself down, like I wasn't doing enough. See, I'm going way off topic, but this is good because it's just making me think. This is me thinking out loud, guys. So I want to share my mind about some of this kind of stuff. I don't exactly have this all wrote out or anything. Like, I don't have specific points. I'm kind of just winging it. I think that by me talking like this, I can share with you some information that might be helpful, even if I'm just kind of scatterbrained and I'm just like throwing everything out and things aren't exactly making sense and things are kind of going away from the main topic. Well, how did you get so fit? So how I got so fit was, like I said, just being consistent over the years. I've been doing this for like 5 years straight as far as like lifting weights, but even longer than that, if you count like whenever I was just doing cardio and I was like running miles and miles and miles and miles. And that was not the thing that I should have been doing, because those times were bad, man. Like, I was trying to do wrestling training and I was also running like 8 miles a day, and my knees were taking a toll on me. Like, my bad knee was so bad, but I just still got up every day and got it done at all costs, still went to wrestling practice. Oh man, if I would have just known, like, just chill out a little bit, Mikey. It's not that serious, you know? And I'm proud of what I did. I'm proud that I did all that. Like, I felt really good about myself, but I just wish that I would have done it in a way that wasn't as painful. I wish I would have known that it's like okay to run 3 miles. Like, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier, how I thought like, okay, so it went from this amount of steps to 14,000 steps to 15,000 steps or whatever. You know, it's like that's the exact same mindset I had whenever I was doing my running. It started off with 3 miles, and then all of a sudden it was 4 miles. And then once I did 4 miles, I couldn't go back to running 3 miles because I ran 4 miles last time. And then I got all the way up to 8 miles a day. And that is like so much on your knee, especially if you have a bad knee like me. I got a bad knee. Whenever I could have gotten to something like cycling, like riding a bike. I could have got a bike and I could have saved my knees so much like pain. Man, I felt like some days I could barely walk. I just always felt like I was like hit by a truck or something. That did get me to lose a lot of weight. Like, I lost a lot of weight doing that, but it just wasn't the best way. So like, whatever way you do, it doesn't matter. Do the way that doesn't hurt as much, the way that's not as painful. If you're in pain like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe your knees are fine. Maybe you could handle running 8 miles a day. Maybe you're not even all that sore, you know, like maybe it's not even all that bad. Like, Like maybe you can run these miles and maybe it's not wrecking your body. Because I don't think that you should not work hard. You should definitely always work hard with whatever you're doing, whether it's cardio, whether it's with the weights, no matter what it is. You got to work hard, you got to try, but rather than taking it to extreme, you know, take it just above where you're at right now, you know, and anything better than you are right now is better than you are right now. That's better, you know, so you don't have to go from here to here, you know, go from here to 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 here. Just kidding. But yeah, just take it up a notch. I'm just at about 10 minutes right now. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know. Just me kind of talking in front of the camera, maybe in my car, maybe in anywhere, I don't know. Y'all have a nice night. Let me know if you want to see more videos. If you have any questions that you want to ask me that I can talk about that will help me with some inspiration to talk, then go ahead and ask them and I will try to do it in another video. So y'all have a nice night. I'm blasting off. Y'all have a nice night.